Here we are, you know, a lot of people decide to become really environmentally and sustainability conscious, especially as a New Year's resolution. So for that reason, we are sharing tips how to care for different types of plants so that you may actually be able to acquire plants and use these tips as a way of awareness, as a way of, you know, just learning how to take care of your space and creating a more natural and sustainable ambience, okay? Here we are with Yucca Cane, okay? This is another one of our top favorite plants here at the store. This is a plant that it's from Mexico and Central America, actually. If you expose it to the sun, it will flower, okay? But it's a hybrid. It could be very good and do very well outside with a lot of sun. It will flower, the leaves become really green and dense green. But if you have it inside, it can tolerate the AC and the conditions of interior spaces, like the shade, okay? The only thing is that when it's inside, it will not flower and it will not grow as fast, okay? This is a plant that can actually grow 8 feet tall, 8 to 10 feet in some cases, if it has the sun exposure. But if it's inside, it will stay relatively small, okay? It will not flower. It does not require a whole lot of water. You can water it maybe once a week. You know, about a 16-ounce cup or a pint of water. That should be plenty of water and enough. It's not a plant that will like to be, you know, constantly water. It could be, if it's outside, it could take a lot of rain and it will just do great. But if it's inside, it just doesn't want frequent episodes of watering. It just wants one blast of water and that's it. Leave it alone for another month, okay? It's a plant that reacts really well with that kind of conditions. Becomes mostly, you know, doesn't have branches. It's just kind of like this right here. This becomes, of course, bigger, but it stays for the most part like this in this type of shape. It's a plant that is really resilient, if you know what I mean. This is one of those type of plants that you might forget that you have it. It's in a corner or it's outside, and it doesn't really take much from you. When people say, hey, I want a fake plant because I'm really bad with plants and my plants die on me, you know, I start by what routine do they have and how we can recommend something that will, you know, kind of adapt to that routine, okay? And this is one of those that really require nothing from you, you know, just a few seconds of attention, maybe once or twice a month. And it's a plant that is really strong and resilient and is very hard to kill, okay? It almost could look and feel as it's a fake plant because it doesn't need much, okay? But instead of having something fake or, you know, full of chemicals, we recommend to have a real plant, all right? Until next time, I hope these tips were, you know, or the knowledge of having this plant is, you know, the understanding of it, it's a lot more clear to you guys. If you have any comments or anything that you want to contribute to this video, then you're more than welcome to doing that. And thank you for sharing, liking, and following our page. Thank you.